Alright, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a review of my Bolt BRSS Mark 18 electric recoil gun. Alright, I got this at a killer deal from one of my friends for 150 bucks with everything you see on it. So, and it's never been used before. So, we'll go ahead and get into the review. Normally this retails for about $400, $399, $395, something like that on ebike.com and other websites. So we'll go front to rear, rear to front like normal. So on the back you have a rubberized normal crane stock. It's got the rubberized butt pad, which you pinch your two tabs to open, and you store your battery up in here. Now, one thing to keep in mind if you do decide to get one of these is the battery storage. So since this does have the electric recoil system and the buffer tube is closed. So you're gonna have to find a battery that can fit in just these two sides and also store your small Tamiya type connector, which a normal 11-1 3-cell nunchuck type will do. Alright, this is a 6-position retractable stock. It's a little tough to do it, but it does feel pretty good. A lot of people complain about how these feel cheap, but mine feels actually pretty good. Moving forward, you got your all metal buffer tube, castle nut, and your steel ambidextrous sling points. Forward from that, you got your polymer A2 style grip with the finger notch, which I'm probably gonna have to file off. On top, you do get two normal metal flip-up sights. I've replaced them with some, I got it with some APS Rhino sights, which aren't that bad. I'm gonna probably swap them out for my Magpul and bus sights. It does have an all metal receiver, so this gun is very heavy. You only have a fire selector on one side. You get semi and full automatic. The trades on the gun, you do get your good old Bolt B4A1 carbine. You get 5.56 millimeter. And then you get the EU 7043 on it. And Bolt made in Taiwan. And you get your Bolt Airsoft little VR code on this side, which I like that. A lot of people end up buying these. I'm probably going to switch it out. It is a sticker. Switch it out for a Mark 18 code. Moving forward from that, up from that, get your forward assist, doesn't do anything, and your bolt, your fake bolt that recoils every time because this is electric blowback. You get your rotary style hop-up unit. Now the bolt catch does not function in this, which is a little bit of a bummer because it'd be nice if it did. Alright, moving forward from that, we've got our clone Mark 18 handguard. It doesn't have any trades on it anywhere, so this is a clone. It's not licensed by Daniel Defense like the other ones that they have. It is a 9-inch rail system. On the end you do get a orange flash hider, which I've replaced with the I think this is an X-Cortec. Oh, yeah, no, it's a X-Cortec tracer unit with all the licensings on it. The Knight's Armament. No, this is a Knight's Armament fucking tracer unit. It has the 10-inch barrel, so it does protrude a little bit right here, and that pretty much covers the externals. Internally, it has the Brss Gearbox. So the way that works is there's a rod going into the piston. So every time it cycles, it carries this weight back and forth in the buffer tube, which gives you your electric recoil. The trigger response I found is decent. It makes you kind of feel like you're shooting a little bit better. I don't really know how that works, but I like it. It's not a really snappy trigger. This isn't going to be the best trigger response gun out there because it's moving so much extra weight to cycle, but it does feel pretty good for when you're doing semi-automatic firing. It's recommended that you use a 7.4 volt LiPo, but the rate of fire and trigger response are just so horrible with a 7.4. I use an 11.1 and it gets pretty much there. Now the setup that I'm using on this is I've got my APS Rhino flip-up sights, my EOTech 551 replica, my mk18 replica, I've got a Magpul MOE grip, and whatever, I got a ProTech strobe combat light attached to the pressure switch on the other side. And this does have strobe. I don't have the PEC set up to the pressure switch yet because I need a new one because the other one's really bad. But it does have IR laser. I think this is the Emerson or Element Tactical PEC 15. It does have IR, so when I run night games, I can use my nods and it'll work. I can still point and shoot along with the tracer unit, so it should help out quite a bit. Now this is going to be the primary that I'm going to be running at American Mill Sims Operation Reindeer Games at Fort Hood, Texas at the Boaz Mount site. So I do have a backup gun that I've kind of built a little bit like this, but it's more of a high-speed build. But for this one, also internally, if I forgot, it has a 6.00 tight bore. So it does keep groupings pretty damn well. We'll show that in the shooting test of this. But other than that, it's pretty fit and found. It's really heavy. Oh, weighing in about 6.5 pounds, 7 pounds. So it's on par with the weight of a real M4A1 or Mark 18. Other than that, I can't really think of anything else. It feeds pretty well. It can use a wide variety of magazines. I use the Dytac Hex mags in it, but I also have some GMP Skull Frogs that feed in this, which is surprising because the Skull Frogs don't feed in any of my other guns. So just keep in mind it is pretty versatile when it comes to magazines. But let's go ahead and get this thing chronoed and get a shooting test done, and I'll do some closing thoughts on this. The Bolt BRSS Mark 18 with 0.20s loaded up and an 11.1 volt LiPo. Go ahead and chrono it. 394, 396. 376, 386, 388, 393, and 384. I will go ahead and do the shooting of the Bolt Mark 18. Alright, so coming back from the shooting test, we did actually pretty damn well. So we had a 5 by 3 inch group with including the flyer, and we had about a 1-inch group right in here. We landed all 10 of 10 shots at 45 feet. So closing thoughts, this thing's pretty insane. It holds really good groups, it shoots out, touches 200 feet pretty damn easy. So I think this is going to be a pretty damn good primary for the upcoming milsim. One thing I didn't show you guys is full auto, because I don't normally use full auto, but I'll go ahead and show you. So we'll get up close to the camera so we can see this blowback. So see, it's not a slouch when it comes to rate of fire, even with the recoil system inside. The battery I'm using is a 90% charged Air Curve 11.1 volt 1000 milliamp battery, and this is the kind of batteries I'm talking about using for this thing. This is probably the best fit for the gun. You can fit 2 in one hole and 1 in the other. That's what she said. But yeah, other than that, the gun shoots really well, it feels really well, it's really realistic, so I think this is going to be a good fit for the upcoming milsim. It should be good. If I can get that to close again. Alright, but fit and finish is really good. I've only had it lock up on me once, which is fixed by just switching it to full auto and calling it good. But other than that, very, very happy that I was able to pick it up for the price that I did. I got no complaints with it so far. I mean, it's just an all-around good gun. It lives up to the price point that it's at. Because for that price, you could definitely get brand new Crytek CRB, one of the Trident series. It's a good gun, and I could see myself using this for a very long time. And I know the flash hider is upside down, so all you guys that gripe on that, don't give me any shit. It's just so this fits on properly. So yeah, if you got any questions about this gun, longevity, I will be using it for the next few months. So if you guys see me then, go ahead and ask the question, drop a comment, and hit that like button. I don't get very many views, so I don't know why I say that, but I appreciate those who do watch. So take it easy today. Have a good one.